Massive Manchester United transfer news. New Matheus Cunha to Man United transfer timeline as Ruben Amorim makes private request. All the latest Manchester United news as Ruben Amorim prepares to make his first signing of the summer. It has been set out exactly when Manchester United plan to wrap up a deal for Matheus Cunha. The Wolverhampton Wanderers forward is a priority target for United as Ruben Amorim looks to strengthen his frontline. Cunha, who sees his contract at Molina expire in June 2029, has featured 31 times in the Premier League this season, scoring 15 goals and providing 6 assists. Playing a key role in Vitor Pereira's side, he steered Wolves away from a relegation battle. The 25-year-old's impressive performances certainly haven't gone unnoticed, with lots of top clubs said to be chasing his signature. The Manchester Evening News understands United are keen to bring the player to Old Trafford, and the Times say United are confident they're leading the race to sign Cunha. The report claims that the club are willing to trigger the £64.5 million release clause in his contract when the season ends. On Sunday afternoon, marking the end of the campaign, United will lock horns with Aston Villa at Old Trafford, while Wolves face Brentford at Molina. Then, United will look to agree on personal terms with the Brazil international. The Times add that Amorim has privately indicated to higher-ups at Old Trafford that he wants to significantly bolster his attacking options, with Cunha being one of several players on his shortlist. In an interview with The Observer in March, Cunha said he told Wolves he needs to take the next step and compete for silverware. He later clarified his comments in a video on social media, claiming people did not have the correct interpretation. It's impossible for the player to be honest in an interview knowing that everything can be taken in any way he wants, Cunha said, as quoted by the BBC. I don't think a lot of people read the interview, and I don't think that people have the correct interpretation. Of course, the point was talking about Wolves, to show everyone how happy I am to be here, to play for this team, to play for these teammates, and of course give back all the love that they give to me. Ambitious players, of course we want to play for something more, to put this club at another level, and of course me and my teammates will give our all to achieve this goal. More recently, Wolves manager Vitor Pereira insisted that Cunha remains committed to the Midlands side despite interest from United. Speaking to reporters ahead of Tuesday night's clash against Crystal Palace, the 56-year-old said, I have the same information as you. I don't know. I just know he's my player. He's committed with the team. He's working with happiness, and we will see what happens. You must ask him. He is happy. I feel he is happy. Speaking on Sky Sports' Monday Night Football program, Jamie Carragher described. Jonathan David sent warning over Man United transfer as Lille exit nears. Jonathan David has already announced he will be leaving Lille on a free transfer this summer, with Manchester United among the top clubs interested in bringing in the former League One title winner. Jonathan David has been urged to find a club where he will be a regular starter as he prepares to leave Lille. The Canadian announced last week that he would be moving on after 5 years with the League One side. His performances in France have attracted interest from a range of top clubs. He has become a reliable goal scorer for Lille, helping to fire them to the League One title back in 2021. The 25-year-old has decided the time is right to move on from Stade Pierre-Mauroy. With a record of 109 goals in 232 games, he is sure to be a prime target for several top sides, especially given he is a free agent. Manchester United and Arsenal have both been linked with him, as the Premier League rivals prioritize signing a new striker this summer. While offers from the duo would be hard to turn down, David has been sent a warning ahead of his decision. The striker is a key player for Canada, having already become their record goal scorer. But boss Jesse Marsch has warned him he will need regular game time next season if he wants to be part of Canada's skyad for the 2026 World Cup. Knowing Johnny, he is going to want to play. Marsh said. He's going to want to go to the best club he can be at. And I think achieve the most in terms of what it would mean to compete for trophies in Europe. But he's going to want to play as well. And I think that's important. I think the most important thing for him is, it's not good if he goes somewhere and then he has to play on the bench a lot and not get minutes to keep himself sharp and fit and ready to go, especially with the World Cup being a year away. I don't even think Johnny really knows quite yet what that is, but I'm sure he'll make a good decision. We're hopeful that he can be with us this summer. But more importantly, we want him to be in a good situation, so that the next year that he has under his belt really leads him into the 2026 World Cup in a good way. David made an emotional exit from Lille, who finished 5th in Ligue 1 this season. He thanked the club's fans for supporting him through a difficult start before he developed into a top player. I wanted to tell you myself that after so many years at the club, it's time for me to say goodbye, the 25-year-old said on camera in a video shared on social media. I've spent 5 wonderful seasons here. I know it hasn't always been easy, but I hope that with my goals and celebrations, I've managed to bring you some joy, especially with the French Championship title and the Champions Trophy. I know I didn't have the easiest start, but you've always been behind me, you've supported me through the tough times, and for that, I'll keep you in my heart. Marcus Rashford makes feelings clear on Man United vs Spurs Europa League final. Manchester United face Tottenham in the Europa League final on Wednesday night as they bid to salvage their horrific season, and Marcus Rashford has sent a good luck message to the team. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford has sent his well wishes to the team ahead of their Europa League final against Tottenham on Wednesday night. Ruben Amorim's men have flown out to Bilbao hoping to round off their disastrous season with silverware, which would also secure passage to the Champions League. United have already picked up one win at the Estadio de Sant Mamés after beating Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals, and now their Premier League rivals stand in their way of yet another European trophy. Amorim has insisted victory would not save their season after falling to 16th in the table following 18 losses. The Red Devils posted a photo reel on their Instagram page sharing the thoughts of some United players on the upcoming final, including Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Patrick Dorgu and Christian Eriksen. Rashford replied to the post, simply writing, "Good luck guys," followed by a star emoji. The England forward has spent the second half of the campaign on loan at Aston Villa after falling out with Amorim, and has impressed, scoring 4 goals and assisting 5. However, his season came to an early end after he picked up a hamstring injury, with his last game being Villa's 2-1 defeat to Manchester City, in which he scored. His setback forced him out of Villa's 3-0 FA Cup semi-final loss to Crystal Palace, with the player returning to United's training ground for an injury assessment. Rashford is unlikely to play for United again while Amorim is manager, after the Portuguese coach criticized his work ethic in training. He infamously scolded Rashford, claiming he would rather name his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach Jorge Vital on the bench rather than someone who does not give the maximum. Villa have an option to buy Rashford for around £40 million, but it remains to be seen whether they will activate it. The move has further complications, with United likely to be forced to pay off the rest of his contract. Rashford has played 426 times for the Red Devils after joining as a 7-year-old, scoring 138 goals, and winning a total of 5 major trophies during that time. The 27-year-old himself has experience of winning the Europa League after starting in United's 2-0 win over Ajax in the 2017 final. However, he has also experienced the agony of losing such a final. He also started the 2021 final against Villarreal, which finished 1-1 after extra time before United lost on penalties.